Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good afternoon to you guys all out there, wherever you are, around the globe. This is Salon's blog, and look, after our win and our qualification to the Champions League, I've been struggling to come on this channel. But ladies and gentlemen, the truth of the matter is that, like I said to myself, every little win needs to be celebrated. And that is why I took my time to take a little rest. Now I am back fully. Tomorrow is going to be Chelsea Conference League final against Betis. Are you ready, Chelsea fans? Well, I am fully prepared, and I'm confident that we're going to carry the day. Ladies and gentlemen, but before I go to the conference later this evening, I'll be coming your way again. I just want to talk about transfer news now. What is happening now that we are in the Champions League? So much. A lot of news are coming up. I might end up spending 1 hour, but I'll try as much as I can not to spend more than 10 minutes with you. With what I have here, don't be surprised I could reach 1 hour, but I want to promise that I will take you only 10 minutes. I'll quickly go through it in 10 minutes instead of 1 hour. Trust me. Let's get started. Chelsea, as we speak, we are now in the Conference League, and it has come to the news from last night. Actually, we've been getting information, but one thing about me on this channel is I always want to get clarity from different sources to be sure on what I'm about to say on this channel. And so I don't just come here and say what others are saying. Sometimes you might think my news is coming late. It's better late and it's authentic than to come back to say, oh, I'm sorry for the fake news. You get it? That is me. That is why I try to verify, check, and cross-check before coming here. Quickly, Chelsea are after 2 strikers this summer. Yeah. That is the latest information I am receiving. Chelsea are after 2 strikers this summer, as reported some months back. Delap and Eketike are the most worked on right now by Chelsea. Delap and Eketike are the most strikers that Chelsea are currently working on. We understand Benjamin Sesko is also in a profile. But right now, Chelsea are focused much more on Delap and Eketike. A lot of work is ongoing currently as we speak. And situations can change any day, any moment. Any moment, any day, things can change. Let's have that clear in our mind. Chelsea are keen on signing Eketike, but he is valued at £84 million. And it is understood that the payment structure could be arranged that Chelsea might not need to pay full payment at the same time. Chelsea might not need to pay. The payment structure could be variable. It could be varied. Delap and Sesko also among the strikers that are under consideration. As a matter of fact, Chelsea held talks with Delap yesterday. No agreement in place yet. No agreement with his club and no agreement with the player. But talks were held yesterday. Now, Eketike's Chelsea rumors intensified even today as we speak. For me, this guy is not that bad. He's not that bad. But I don't think he is the kind of profile that Chelsea needs. I don't think so. He's not bad, but he's not the kind of profile that Chelsea needs. He's just like Nicolas Jackson. He's He's still raw. And he's expensive. Remember, we bought Jackson for £34 million. This guy is about £84 million. So almost 2.5 times the amount we bought Jackson. Yet, look at their profile. The difference is not that much. I mean, similar. So why do we want similar profiles in the same position? Delap is a little bit different. And Delap's advantage for me is that he is a Premier League product. He already knows the terrain. He played against top defenders. He already faced them. So his profile is a little bit different. Though he is still not the striker that I want Chelsea to buy this summer. Because we are in the Champions League, not in the Conference League. We are already in the Champions League. And so every of our signings that we want to sign right now will have to be a signing that can uplift Chelsea's current status going into the Champions League. Ladies and gentlemen, before I continue, this, as you can see on the screen right now, is the 2025-2026 Champions League projected pot. And this projected pot simply means that all these teams qualify for Champions League next season. All these teams you can see there, they are all in the Champions League next season. Now, we have pot 1, pot 2, pot 3, pot 4. In the balloting order, pot 1 are the highest ranked teams in Europe. Teams that have accumulated points have, in their ranking in Europe. Pot 2 follow, 3 follow, 4 follow. To my surprise, even though Chelsea has not been in the Champions League for 2 seasons or so, Chelsea are still in one of the highest ranked teams in Europe. We are still in pot 1. And it's likely, pot 1 teams are likely to be paired with pot 4 teams. Pot 1 teams that include Real Madrid, Manchester City, Bayern Munich, Liverpool, PSG, Inter Milan, Chelsea, Dortmund, and Barcelona. These are the pot 1 teams. You see, this is where Arsenal fans, when I'm talking, I'm saying Arsenal fans should give way, they should clear road. This is where Arsenal fans need to understand me. Even UEFA doesn't recognize you guys as top-notch team in Europe. Arsenal are in pot 2. Arsenal, they are in pot 2, just like Villarreal, Atlanta, Benfica, Leverkusen, Atletico Madrid, Club Brugge, Eintracht, Juventus. Those are the groups that Arsenal belong. So, come on. There is only one club in London. When they say London is blue. Guys, as you can see, there the table is. So Chelsea still has its status. That is why going into Champions League next season, we are not just going to be like to partake in first round. We have, at the league stage. At the league stage, then we are out. No. Chelsea has to make an impact. And that is why I'm saying right here on this channel, my thoughts on Eketike, which I've started from last week. I love him. I watch his play. I've watched him a lot. But the 84 million pound is very steep. Very steep. Mamosh, that Man City signed in January, went for 62 million. He scored, I think, about 5 goals between January and now. About 5 or 6 goals for City. While he was still having about 2.5 years on his contract. And being January transfer, it is understood why he cost so much, because it's a January transfer. We should be able to get this guy in a range of 45 to 50 million averagely. Nothing more. In my own opinion, I'll be much more happier with that price, because the profile of the player is similar to Jackson, and therefore If we are to sign him, ladies and gentlemen, then we will have to sign another player that is above both Eketike and Jackson. And if Chelsea are looking at Delap as the two strikers they want to sign this season, then I'm sorry. We are still not going to be meeting up. I do still stand by what I'm saying, and I will say it any day. He is quite similar to Jackson. Eketike is quite similar to Jackson. And I don't see the point in having both in one squad. I don't see. I don't want to sell Nicolas Jackson. I will hate it the day that I will hear that they just want to sell Jackson. But if you sign Eketike, I think you might as well. My dream, Eketike plus Delap. Yes, but I'm not sure if that's realistic. And that will mean that Jackson will be shifted to the left flank as a left winger. Jackson to the left flank as a left winger, which is still very good in that. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to run up. If Chelsea signs these two center forwards this summer, Hugo Eketike and Liam Delap, I'm concluding. I'm analyzing the strikers that are currently top on Chelsea's list. Then one or two of these will happen. If Chelsea sign Hugo Eketike and Liam Delap this summer, then it means that one or two of these will happen to this current squad. One, Jackson could be sold or moved to left wing. Two, Mike Guay will be loaned or sold to Strasbourg. And let me just add this three. Sancho, very likely to return to Manchester United. Means that Jackson will be playing from the left flank. So Sancho very likely to return to Manchester United. For sure, Eketike has a more equipped skill set than Jackson. But he's surely not better than Jackson overall. I mean, in total, he's not. Let's say he'll be lucky to score 10 goals. Eketike will be lucky to score 10 goals in his first Premier League season. In the Premier League. He'll be very lucky to score 10 goals. When I watch his profile, 60 goal scoring opportunities. Right here, I watch with my guys. 60 goals, he scored less than 10 out of 60. It was Benjamin Sesko that even scored more out of 70. But Eketike led about 60 goal scoring opportunities. He scored about 5 or 6 out of it. So let's just say that he will be lucky. Eketike will be lucky to score 10 goals in first Premier League season. Jackson scored more than that in his first season. You remember last season? Good. He's a massive prospect. Eketike is a massive prospect, but not ready for the top level striker that Chelsea needs right now. Similar to Sesko, in my own opinion. We understand Eketike has been the Chelsea's radar for a while. Our sporting director Lawrence Stewart tried to sign him in January, but was immediately shut down by his current club. Arsenal and Liverpool are unlikely to go for him. Sources from Ipswich is that Delap wants Chelsea because right now Manchester United are no longer in the fray. They are not in the Champions League next season. So Delap wants Chelsea. Sesko wants either Arsenal or Chelsea. No Isaac, no Gyökeres, no Osimhen as of now. Ladies and gentlemen, no Isaac, no Gyökeres, No Osimhen as of now. I'll see you guys all in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.